Hey friends, welcome back to the farm. Feeling a little defeated this morning. So yesterday I was going to do a garden tour and an update, and the gardens were looking great. They were looking amazing. We had several days, almost a week, of upper 80s to low 90s, hot weather, and everything really got the boost that it needed. Last night, we had a sudden storm that was going to miss us, hit us, and it brought some pretty decent size hail, dime to quarter size versus the pea size we usually get this time of year. But it's always hit or miss. You know, some places don't get pea size, they get much larger. So we're thankful it wasn't larger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the clips in of the storm here, and then I'll bring you back and I'll show you the gardens. So come on along. You see all that hail? Holy cow. It's holding. I don't even want to look at the plants. So now that you've seen what it looked like, here is the main garden. And you can see where that big clump of hail was. And I'm just going to show you all this. So thankfully, all this was protected. The only frustrating part is we had literally just filled up that tank with water because we've been watering daily, and we had no chance of rain yesterday and the storm popped up. So that tank was full, didn't collect much of the half an inch we got. That one should hopefully have filled up, so that's good. But otherwise, everything here looks good. And I want to show you over here, the one plant that did get hit was this cabbage, but because the netting sunk slowly to the ground, it leaned it over, but it and broke some leaves, but not near as bad as what hail damage would do. And we've got some stuff eating here, eating the plants. I've sprayed them, but the plants look like they survived. They did get some hail hit from the seam because it just busted open and the ball ended up going through. Let me take you to the back garden. Something I didn't include in my last garden tour was I had planted rhubarb from seed, and you can see that poor baby got hit pretty hard. I did leave the grass and the weeds around it because you can see it's got the dirt there, just some debris I got to clean out, but it keeps it moister, so as a young plant it has plenty of moisture. The horseradish, as you can see, got shredded. I'm not too worried about it because we plan to leave it until next year. The rhubarb completely got shredded. We're done harvesting that. And let's look at the garlic. So the garlic doesn't look too bad. You can see straight ahead there, that one got shredded. Again, they're under the ground, so we're hoping it doesn't cause premature die-off, but we'll see what happens. Let's go check out the front garden. So here in the front garden, you can see it shredded dill, the marigolds, and half of the cucumber plants almost. Ironically, it must just came in from the side from the wind that we had. But other than that, these here look really good. Here it is the next day. I mean, well over 12 hours since it happened. Broke our compost bin. The oregano and the parsley will probably be dead. The lemon balm looks okay. The thyme, not so bad. That side piece helped the onions. The lettuce got hit pretty hard. We were gonna cut some for harvest. You can see all the holes in the leaves. And the raspberries. These are our fall gold raspberries. They got shredded pretty good. This one fared pretty well. Those are summer raspberries. And this raspberry plant got hit pretty hard. We're gonna have to take the cover off and look at it, but it's a shame because for the first year in 5 years, it was covered in flowers, covered in what we believe to be berries. So we'll check it out. Here are our carrots. We had taken the hail cover off the top because we felt it had some kind of UV protectant built into the plastic because they weren't growing and they were getting yellow. They only grew where sun actually got in underneath. Maybe I'm wrong, but what we ended up doing was taking the cover off and they started thriving. The greenhouses look good. So those plants seem to be doing well. And these plants seem to be doing well. So thankfully they're all doing great. Let's go check out the overflow garden. So there's the potatoes and the marigolds. Some of them did well, some got shredded. I'm not even going in there. I have to go in and assess the damage. Pull everything off, but you can see that's all shredded. We've got marigolds on the ground. And the hail cloth, as you can see, has several holes in it. I think what saved this one, or part of it, is the fact that it was doubled up because we were trying to keep pests out if that happened. But you can definitely see It shredded the broccoli. I will take the covers off and show you what it looks like. So I got the first tunnel cover off, and the ones on the edge are obliterated. That's what everything else looks like in here. Some don't look good. Hopefully they'll rebound, because I'm just going to recover them. Some did okay. So this one was double clothed, and the part that wasn't got a lot of holes in it. We had to harvest a bunch of broccoli. Shame, because it was the main heads that got hit and broke off in here and in the other tunnel, but these seem okay, except for some like that. Lots of broken leaves. That's some of the main broccoli heads that still had time to grow, that were broken off. So overall, far from the end of the world. It didn't obliterate all the gardens. And why? Because we had the hail netting up. But still frustrating and defeating nonetheless. So, you know, if this was a business, the decision would be easy, right? The decision would be buy the cases of produce from local farmers because it's cheaper and it's easier. A lot less work goes into buying those cases and canning them and all that. Whereas gardening here has become extremely expensive. A lot of work from February until the first frost of the season, and living on the edge with the hail. So going to be rethinking things, because if it's not under a hail net, I think I'm done. And I know I'm being kind of rash and dramatic, but I'm just trying to think, is it really worth it? But I am passionate about growing my own food, and that's what I want to do. But it's just not worth it to pour your heart and soul into something if it's going to be destroyed, or has the risk of being destroyed on a regular basis, given that we're in the Black Hills, where we're in an area where hail is common from when the snow ends till the snow starts. So that's something that I will think about, not trying to be negative, just trying to be real where I'm at right now. So take me where I'm at for today. But I do have a happy video coming up, so I really appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for that, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Take care.